Yeah, so I was at Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory for about 3 years, many different like random one-off jobs in between, but I ended up finding ICALA through another job, which was I was working as I think it. I'm trying to remember the name of it now, but it was Youth Advisory Council intern. Yeah, with Snap Foundation, and it was a really cool program where I basically got to visit different art spaces with a whole group of other interns, and we were learning about like how grant writing works within these art spaces and how we could like write our own grants for these art spaces in order to provide them funds. And at the end, we got to sponsor the art spaces that we felt like deserved it the most. And it was really cool because I lived in LA my whole life, but I never heard about Institute of Contemporary Art LA before, ICLA. And I basically got to talk to the staff there and was like, I'm interested in like learning more about this space and even like potentially working here. And they were able to, interview me and offer me a job. So I not only got to learn a lot about like grant writing but just in discovering all these spaces, I learned like LA has like so much going on and so much potential and so much more that I didn't even know about. And these spaces are accessible. I just, you kind of got to go out there and like visit them. And so without Snap Foundation, I really would not have discovered ICALA at all. And I don't think I would have been able to work here. I'm now coming up on like 3 years working at ICALA. So it's definitely like been a really cool environment, and yeah, I'm super grateful that they were able to introduce me to the space. So ICALA has this biannual benefit sale for the museum where they invite like over 400 artists mostly from LA, but also they could be like from around the world, just like, really popular artists. And they invite them to donate a 12 by 12 work, and basically that work is all sold for the same price and all the money goes to the museum. But the whole like fun of this benefit sale is that it's Incognito. That's like the title of it, where you don't know whose piece is whose because people don't sign it. I decided to do a ceramic piece, and mind you, like I only started ceramics last January, and this benefit sale was like last November. So I really had only been doing ceramics for less than a year, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. Let's see what happens. I made a giant cat head, and it was like based on those like medieval paintings where they have like all those people that are like screaming and struggling, but it's like they have this one thing that's like called a hell mouth, and it's like a giant, it kind of looks like a cat, but it's like the medieval version of a cat, so they kind of like are humanoid and like kind of weird looking. But I just put like a tiny screaming cat inside of the giant cat mouth, and I was like, this kind of just looks like my cats when they're hungry. Like that's the vibe that I was trying to emulate. And I was like, all right, like this is what I'm gonna show. Let's see if anybody likes it. But yeah, so I was pretty scared. The event was at Hauser and Wirth too, so it was very much like open. Like it was ticketed, but it was open to the public, so anybody could come in basically and see it. And it was a good turnout, and people did like my piece. So like I was saying, the Incognito benefit sale, that's just one of the few things that I've gotten to do. And because it's like, it's a pretty big event and it's hosted at another art gallery, it definitely has helped me in a lot of ways, just put my name out there. And yeah, it kind of just all goes back to Snap Foundation. Without that connection, like I wouldn't have been able to work at ICLA, and I wouldn't have been able to show artwork at Hauser and Wirth. I'm really looking forward to what the future brings, because art is just really so important now more than ever to be able to say what we want to say. And especially with like so much funding cut from other institutions, it's really important that we like just be in community and use all of our resources to try to uplift each other.